Hello everyone, PRS is back in 2025 as we hit Sebring International Raceway, a track which is very welcome here. We had a blast of a race in Super Formula Lights before, and I think it's one of the most liked tracks by many, and what can I say about it is that the racing here is held from 1950, which is a while ago, one of the oldest circuits, definitely not the oldest one, but one of the oldest, which is regularly holding races here, which is a nice thing, especially since one of those races is 12 hours of Sebring, which next to Daytona 24 and Le Mans 24, it's one of the most prestigious races. And here we are having Dallara IR-18 hitting this track today, which is the third round we have, and we are about to start qualifying in 7 minutes, so I think let me switch to race, gyro, and yeah, we are on board with Ryan Whitlock, so you can see how this track is flowing, but probably most of you are aware of how this track flows, but it's good to remind everybody how some of the corners are very hard to get through, and yeah, it's been a while since I commentated, so I need a little bit of a warm-up before we can basically start with full emotions, but should be okay. If you can hear me and if it's working, just let me know. Hello G, hello! you are always here at every stream, that's awesome. Good to see you, Greek God. May the Zeus be with you. You can hear me alright, because I messed a little bit with the microphone. I don't know if it's loud enough. I wanted to, you know, just get a little bit better than previous times. All good, perfect. Okay, let me see. Who is about to do any lap there? Yeah, let's go with Adam Ahmed. So we hit the first corner, which is kind of a blind corner. You have those walls there, you just need to perfectly go alongside. Then you have the twisty corners from third to fifth. And let me see the names of the corners. Because this is it. So this is basically a corner named Hairpin, which is not a hairpin, it was very slow. Then we are at Fangio, depending on, you know, if you are from South America or Italy. Then 10th corner is a nameless one, and this one is Collier, and we are not getting to the corner number 13, which is Tower, but yeah. I'm learning the names. I mean, I know those a little bit. I think it's fourth time I'm commentating something at Sebring. Could be, and this grass is looking terribly. Ugh. And I think we're gonna have at least 20 drivers. Still 4 minutes to go. The attendance was more closer to like 30, but 20, it's still good. As we follow George Badea. His Romanian colored helmet. Let me see. It's Adam Ahmed. Oh, you know what? Let me get a little bit more prepared for this time. Since I suck at everything basically, but mostly in remembering who is in which team. So let me just copy this to the notepad and the notepad to the second screen, and now I will know. Good, perfect. But this is not perfect. And let me see. So new year and we're getting better. Maybe not Carter. Carter just crashed. It is what it is. Let me just refresh this one to see. Oh, it's just one person. Okay, we can do. The good news is, for the first time, I've managed to have the chat working, and that's a huge one for Carter Klaus, yeah. Carter Kraus. Oh, okay. I think it's gonna get a little bit more revived as we get to the qualifying, which will be in 2 minutes. And I hope that we'll see remarkable racing today, as we see some returning faces. I think it's a while since I've seen Nemanja racing. He's already in top 10. The Serbian Dominator. Yes, I made up that nickname as we go. Okay, I don't think we can. Just let me see. I have to figure it out how to make the bets in the Twitch chat. We are not going to do them today, but is Austin Armstrong going to finish the race, or is he going for another bottle of the year? That's the question. And we switch to George Badea again. So what are the times we are looking for? Colin Kinzer did 1:38.0. It's not even, P2 is not even close. It's like 6 tenths away. And I don't know where this gentleman, who you can see is among many of the cars, I think in the McLaren livery, yes it is. This chap hasn't started any lap, and I hope no, not hope, and I think he probably will stay in the pit lane for the qualifying, but I hope he will do a lap here in quali, because probably that's gonna be another on-track domination. I think Austin Armstrong is the first one to leave the pit lane, so we're gonna watch him for a while. Or is it again a solo quali? Yeah, I think it's a solo quali again. I've liked the previous one. Like, all the cars on the track, that was fun. That was probably even more fun than this one, but yeah. It is what it is. And what it is probably a very good qualifying session. Let me see if Charles is not. Colin is not. So we go with Austin Armstrong. As he goes through Fun Hill, then through Nameless 10th corner, Collier, which shouldn't even be a name because it's barely a corner. There is a tower. This is Bishop. And this is Le Mans. So that's the name of the corners, and let me get a little bit more hyped and switch to the nose camera as we are going to start the qualifying with Austin Armstrong. Sorry. We go through the Sunset Bend, which is the final and very tricky corner. As you can see, there is a bump on the left side, and here we go. The first tricky corner, as close to the wall as you can be. Close to the runoff, but still keeping it on the track. And throwing it absolutely in the third to fifth corner. Then there is a full flat out king. And we go to a tricky hairpin, which is hairpin kinda turning into a chicane, which Austin managed to go through perfectly, braking at 2 cones here on the funky corner. As early on throttle as it can be here, as this is a pretty long straight there. As we go to the Le Mans corner, again accelerating as he can, going wide on a concrete there. You can go off the track there. This is not the off track. This is not the track limits. Let me see his line here. This corner is very tricky, but you can see how close to the wall he was on the exit. Austin Armstrong, 1:38.5. I would say very good time. And he is Mikko Kontu behind him. Just a little bit behind him. This is really captivating. How close they are. Let me switch to Olivier Lemaitre. Representing Belgium. And adding some yellow stripes to the depressing black livery. Okay, Charles is not racing, he is just a race control. Okay, good to know, sorry. I didn't pay attention for the chat. You are not racing because you want interesting race, or you just have something else to do and you don't race? Just out of curiosity. As Ryan Whitlock and Shady Ahmed improved and topped the times of Austin Armstrong. Ryan Whitlock already with 1:38.4. Then there is a Shady Ahmed very close. Hello Jens, hello Charles. Okay, let me focus a little bit more on qualifying as we still have 4 minutes to go. Let me see how Shady Ahmed is performing right now, as he is at the last few corners of this track. Probably let me switch to gyro, as much as I love the nose camera. Not the gyro, sorry, roll bar. That's a little bit better. So we can see his line through this corner. I'd say it's quite similar to Austin's. Though it looked a little bit less stable. I don't know how his time will be. Okay, I think it wasn't... It was an outlap, I think. Because he didn't get the time and he is running again. Or maybe not, it's his first lap? Yeah. So he might do 2 push laps, I think. Oh no, okay, it's 3 laps still. Okay, so the time is... Okay, I got confused again. I see the number of laps and the time going there, so I think it's his last lap, isn't it? Should be. Yeah, he's on his last lap. Okay, I thought that this is for like everybody, but no, this is for him. So if he wants to top that time from Ryan, he needs to find at least 1/10 from him. Oh, very close to the wall. But will he top this time? He did! That was, I think, possibly a pole position lap. But still, this gentleman, Ryan Whitlock, is going. Let me check. No, Austin is not, so no improvement from him. Ryan Whitlock there through Le Mans corner. As we go through the sunset bend, turn number 17. He needs to find 1/10 there. But he didn't. He improved, but that was not enough. .500 away from pole position. So, that's your grid. Shady Ahmed on pole position, Ryan Whitlock P2, Austin Armstrong with P3, strongly starting this year. Mikko Kontu, the Finnish driver, starting from P4, George Badea P5, Stefcho Stefanov P6, went under my radar. Josh Brooks P7, Miguel Soto with a nice P8, Nemanja Popovic P9, Olivier Lemaitre P10, Shane Ross P11, Christian Brian Hill P12, Caleb Hotling P13. Then behind them is Earl Dank, Gabriel Jones, Joshua Barr, Carter Krause, Adam Ahmed with... It's a very terrible qualifying for him, to be honest. There's Joseph Selinger, the underdog of the year 2024, and Colin Kinzer, who didn't do any lap times, starting from the back. Charles Bertrand is not racing. He is the race control in this race. And as always, we will be starting under the safety car. What I want to know is why Christian decided to qualify on primary tires. Maybe he's just bored. I don't know. Hello Darkzy, how you doing? Missing you on the grid, man. Maybe just let me improve the sound quality a little bit. 10 seconds to start. Under the safety car is a rolling start there. As you can see, a beautifully colored grid there. Hope you're gonna have a blast of a race. I'm sure we're gonna have a blast of a race. The qualifying wasn't exactly the most thrilling one, but we had a fight for the pole position till the last second, which was fun. Have to prepare a bunch of statistics for the next races, because I don't have them there. But Shady Ahmad getting a pole position might be a new thing, I think. And there is Austin Armstrong behind him. Austin have a very infamous record of starting at the top places and then bottling it before the end. So maybe, since the year 2025 just started, he can break his curse there. This is also a solid performance, qualifying performance for Mikko Kontu. Finnish driver was a solid one, but I think from what was seen from his races in AC, kinda a little bit more was expected from him, but he is adapting there slowly and the pace is there, so we might see a solid race from him if he avoids any crash. It's a 19 cars on the grid, I think, or 20. No, yeah, Colin is racing. Okay, so 20 cars on the grid. Colin goes very slowly, as he wants to give himself a little bit of a challenge, might be. As we switch to Shady, we hit the penultimate sequence of corners, Le Mans corner. There we are on the, I think, longest straight on the track. There's a lot of tension as you go through this straight, as you have to perfectly execute a tricky first corner and possibly not lose a front wing. This is what I think Austin wishes, to just keep the car there together, as Shady is having a little bit of a pink moment there. And there we go, green, 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 Shady Ahmed keeping the lead, while Austin Armstrong is behind Ryan Whitlock, and he's hit the wall! Austin Armstrong is out of the first lap. How did that happen? Meanwhile, Olivier Lemaitre gaining 4 positions at the opening lap. Mikko Kontu is out as well. Are we going to see the safety car? No, I don't think so. Are we? Or are we? No, we are not. Still racing with Josh Brooks gaining 3 positions on the opening lap as well. There was some madness there at the start, and Josh Brooks has spun! Josh Brooks is possibly, no, he's not out. He's still racing. The car looks intact. Oh, from the excellent start to almost the last position. This is not what the British driver was looking for. As George Padea inherited that crazy podium there. But that might not be a spot he will keep much longer. Oh, is it a safety car? I think it might be. Yeah, we have the safety car. And I think, counting for like last couple of races, Stefcha Stefanov is having a best start for a while. P4, 2 positions gained, keeping it nice and clean through the opening laps. This is absolute madness on the opening lap. We'll go through all of this as we have the safety car right now. Let me just check the chat now. Oh, but what has Austin done? This is just like incredible. I didn't want to like curse him, but it happened. There we go. This is the opening lap. Austin goes down the inside and just turning into the wall, and there's Mikko Kontu flying over him. And this is really incredible. As you can see, Mikko is not having the greatest of his starts. Just way too behind, but he had nowhere to go. This is just unfortunate, and this is absolute kill from Austin. He just totaled Mikko's car and himself as well. Oh, didn't took long. Austin, just finish the damn race, man. Like this is just sad. Like I want you to finish some races, but let's see what happened to Adam. It's a lot of cars battling there. Oh, and he just lost it there. Accelerating probably too aggressively there through that corner. Let me see what happened to Josh Brooks from his onboard perspective as well. Oh, he's struggling quite a lot. He was counter-steering, but then he lost it again. Joshua Barr. Let me see. Oh, there's Josh Brooks there. And oh, whoa. That was a close one, but hopefully... Yeah, no damage. There's Errol Dunk as well. This is a while after that. You will see Errol just going off. And at the same... Yeah. Oh! Oh! Okay. That was interesting. That was really interesting. Let's back to a race. We are on board with Ryan Whitlock. Ryan Whitlock on the prime tire may have a pace disadvantage compared to Shady's alternate tire there, but maybe if he will be consistent enough, he can pull a solid lap times despite having a harder compound and then still be around the contention. Let me see where Carter Krause is. Carter Krause is P12, Colin Kinzer P11. Nice. Colin with 10 positions gained at the start. All 13 drivers who are in the race haven't lost any positions. Because all the bottlers are at the bottom. So how do you enjoy the race so far? It's rather chaotic. And good shot to have you there as a race control. Good call on the safety car, as there was a big mess there. Maybe not necessarily for cars at the same moment. Maybe yes, but I wouldn't spot that while commentating, so good to have a proper race control there. Since the fight at the top was very intense. And what can I say? The race so far looks pretty interesting, as we lost many solid podium contenders, including Mikko Kontu, Austin Armstrong, Christian Brian Hill maybe. I don't know, he doesn't look like having a pace in this one, but he should be around P10 if not for the crash. Josh Brooks also could be around like P5 if he didn't spin. So now we might see some interesting new faces fighting for maybe that P3. I think that like the win will go for Ryan or Shady till the end, since they show quite dominant pace compared to the rest of the grid. George Badea also having a decent start. No crashes, no problems, nothing. And just goes there from P5 to P3. A lot of drivers warming up their tires, as I think we will be heading toward the restart now. And let's hope that all the other laps will be as electrifying as this one, but hopefully not as deadly. I think the chopper camera can be a decent one. As you can see, Shady Ahmed and Ryan Whitlock are already pulling away from the field. It's like 1 second away from Oliver Lemaitre. Sorry, I was just looking for all the data there to see something interesting, and there is a lot of interesting fighting there on the track. As we can see, Miguel Soto dropping in positions, and Nemanja Popovic fighting there. This is absolute chaos there in terms of changing positions, as we are on board with Colin Kinzer. Another positions gained for him, and Is he going to find another one? Not quite yet, as Josh Brooks battled out his position there. A British driver might need to find his mojo back again after a horrible spin at the opening lap. And now he's under the pressure from Colin Kinza, as Colin looks for his spot there, but the track is not wide enough for him to make a clean move there, so he probably will wait for the last corner there. Josh Brooks with a slight problems there. Ryan Whitlock looks like he dropped in pace. It's 1.5 seconds away from Shady Ahmed, who is leading, and there is Josh Brooks going side by side with Miguel Soto. Miguel Soto goes down the inside and still keeps the position, but Josh Brooks has a little bit better exit, and he is there. Miguel Soto again struggling. There is Colin Kinzer at his gearbox. He goes from the right side there. Looks like he has a godly amount of downforce there. You can see how close he is to Josh Brooks there with every corner. But I don't think this is a place where he will make a move there. There is a freeway battle in front of him. It's a Gabriel Jones, Josh Brooks and Caleb Hotling. It might allow Colin to make a move soon enough. And I think we'll be following Colin for a while, because he will give us a little bit of emotions from going from the back to possibly somewhere in top 5. As Josh Brooks is relentlessly following those two cars, which are all over the place. As you can see, Gabriel Jones making a mistake, Josh Brooks just going for that gap which was there, and who can be possibly a winner of this battle there. Oh, maybe not. Gabriel Jones sneaking down the inside there. Josh Brooks with a slightly different line through the sunset. His lines are a bit more tighter than the rest of the grid does. But maybe this is what works best for his primary tire. He looks like he's not dropping in pace. Meanwhile, George Badea with the fastest lap, 1:39.87, which is just slightly, only 3 thousandths faster than Shady Ahmed's time. Carter, you say? I don't know, I might see. Yeah, he is off track. And as we can see, Gabriel Jones struggling quite a bit. Josh Brooks is almost touching his gearbox as they go side by side to the Sunset Bend. I forgot the name of the goddamn corner. Oh, an excellent exit through the last corner there for Josh Brooks as he goes victorious and flying past by Gabriel Jones. And there is a Colin Kinzer in the white livery car there. This is a quite intense racing there as Gabriel Jones leaving barely any space there on the outside. thus making himself compromising the exit, which is quite what Colin Kinser likes, as he can get another position there, wrestling with that car through 7th corner. He still have a long way to go through the Josh Brooks, and there's a mistake for George, but there I think he dropped slightly in the pace. Yeah, it was off track for the Romanian driver, I think, if I interpret the helmet correctly. And you can see Stefcho Stefanov, who regained the position from Nemanja Popovic. Him in the classic Atari livery. I like the style, Polaroid Atari. Good choice, man. He is sneaking for that sweet P4. Yeah, the tighter line from him as well. And it might be working on those option tires. Him and George are on the options. Meanwhile, Shady pulling 1 second faster than Ryan on the options. So there's quite a lot of happening. Miguel Soto battling through P11, going side by side. Mikko Konto going down the inside there for basically free spot, and he does it. There is a Caleb Hotling in front of him. Maybe this is a little bit better spot there. I don't think it's any close battle, so let me switch to George. As he managed to get in the grasp of a hand to Oliver, and you can see Oliver sliding quite a bit, completely messing up his exit, and there is a George Badea within a slipstream. Let's go through the cockpit for the first time in this stream. Keeps his car steady there. Will he go for a move? Not quite yet. He will probably try to make a dummy there. Okay, Oliver respectfully leaving the gap, but still doing from the front. George had to back out of this battle, since the corners just don't let you go fully, but now he makes clean. Not even a dive, just a slightly later braking. But there's a problem, because since they are battling, they allowed the Bulgarian driver Stefcho Stefanov to again reignite his ambitions to get P3. What is interesting, Josh Brooks again recovered to P6 on the prime tires, and now he is also in the contention. It's absolutely crazy racing there, as Ryan Whitlock is slightly improving his best lap of the race, 1:41.0, which is only 5 hundredths faster than Ryan. 50 milliseconds basically. That's what I wanted to say. And let's move to Nemanja Popovic, who is about to make a move. Oliver Lemaitre with a horrible mistake there, losing a position. Again, it's changing quite dynamically. He was fighting for P3 and he's now P6. And what's worse, that there is a train behind him. Shane Ross and Caleb Hotling, as well as Mikko Kontu and Gabriel Jones. This is like the whole queue of cars there, just ready to devour basically Ollie if he will keep making the mistakes. I enjoyed this race so far. We are like in 1/3 of the race, and while my voice is still intact, you can see that I'm very invested in what is going on the track. Let me check the chat quickly. Why is Josh P15? Yeah, exactly. I had to probably miss that. Why is Josh P15? Because Josh pitted. Josh is in the pits. He's on the old tires. He's probably again trying some weird strategy there. Or maybe not, because I think Miguel Soto did pit for the options as well. Yeah, I think Josh only spun. So he didn't go to the pit lane and he kept the same tires, right? So he just kept the primes till the end of the line of its life, yeah, and then he basically, when they dropped from the cliff, he basically just changed the tires, I think. I don't know, he spun, okay, and it's like 1/3 of a race. Maybe there is some maybe there is some genius in this madness. I hope so. We can see a couple of drivers pitting as well. Ryan Whitlock and Ollie as well. So maybe this is not a spontaneous pit stop. Maybe this is all the plan, as we follow still the very intense battle between Mikko Kontu and Gabriel Jones, and Mikko Kontu makes a move there. Gabriel Jones goes wide, but he still keeps his car in front. Mikko Kontu going wide again, but gaining enough of speed which allows him to stay in front through the Le Mans corner. And now there is a response from, I think, Shane Ross, who goes side by side there. Will they keep their cars? No, they are not. I think what he wants to do is to just hit the apex perfectly. Oh no, he's not. He just wants to go to the pit lane. Okay. So yeah, 1/3 of a race, and I think it's a pit stop time for many of those cars. Maybe the tire deck is so high. Charles, can you just enlighten me and tell me, do the tires drop so quickly here, or is it just like some strategy play, like you go from primes to options to go to primes again? Is it like 2-stopper or 1-stopper? Yeah, Nemanja did pit as well. A lot of drivers there pitting, while Gabriel Jones is having a blast of a race currently against Caleb. Caleb making a mistake, going on the gravel, losing a precious speed there. And through 15th and 16th we go with Gabriel keeping his position. Oh, he made a mistake again! And there's Caleb going through, as Nemanja Popovic is off the track. What happened, Nemanja? Let me quickly see what happened, as Mikko Kontu is getting P3 right now. We'll switch to that. Oh, you can see already, just on exit, the car was very unstable and he lost it. Is George Badea? Yeah, George Badea is in the pit lane. Ryan Whitlock is in the pit lane. This is a huge one since he was on the harder compound. Is Shady Ahmed going to stay longer and will it impact his pace? I don't know, but he's driving brilliantly for now. As you can see, his advantage to P2 is 16.5 seconds. Is it going to be enough from the pit stop? Not, but for like till the end of the race, I don't know. Is he going to stay out or is he going to pit? It's his decision, we're gonna see. I think he's going to the pit lane. Yes, he is. He's very tight. There we are. Let me switch to Stefcho. Stefcho will go to the pit lane as well, I think. Yeah, he is. There's Ryan. And at the same time, Shady is leaving the pit lane. Ryan Whitlock just there. And still behind Shady. It's 5.2 seconds difference between those two drivers. So Shady extending his stint, didn't lose much. Let's see if the gamble on the softs from Ryan will pays off, and if the primes for Shady gonna keep him in front. As you can see, Ryan is slowly getting a 10th here, 10th there, so he might get closer. But you have to remember there is a 3 laps difference between those drivers. Ryan has warmer tires, 3 laps old, and much softer compound, and Shady is already finishing his first lap on the new compound, so possibly in like 2 laps they will be at their best, as long as he keeps the car intact and don't spin. And I should see, because there is a lot of drivers going to the pit lane, there is a lot of changes. So the strategy is all over the place there. George Badea in the meantime just battling for a position, as well as Miguel Soto is going down the inside through the first corner, but Stefcho Stefanov keeping it on the outside actually has an advantage to second one. And there we go. We have a Bulgarian driver leading this duel between those two. In the meantime, George Badea is on right on the gearbox of Oliver Lemaitre, and you can see at the front a slight battle through Joshua and Josh. So battle of Joshuas there, exactly. Oh, Joshua Barr is off the track. That's a free position for both Ollie and George, as well as Josh Brooks has a little bit more breathing room. Not quite as much as he can as Oliver Lemaitre, as you can see, is getting closer and closer with every corner there. But still, it is 1 second between those two, as well as George Badea is 1 second behind Ollie. This is a quite intense race, as it is for Nemanja Popovic, the man who had a lot to celebrate in the first half of first half of the race until he spun. As we are halfway through the race, he still looks like having a solid pace to be around P7. We might see him climbing up the ladder soon enough. As Miguel Soto, in the meantime, with probably his best performance so far, P8 6 times behind Stefcho Stefanov. He's just waiting for a stable acceleration there. You can see the Slav driver is flying today. P7 for Stefcho maybe is not what he wants right now, but maybe his strategy on being on the harder compound and much fresher than the others might elevate him around P5, I think, which for Miguel might be annoying. He is on the much fresher tire, much softer tire, but not fresher, and he is still behind Stefcho, which is very frustrating for him. He's probably like, I have no pace, I can get through him, I should have pace, I'm on the softer compound. And he found 3 times, I think, through that corner. So not the fastest line from Stefcho. That might be a moment for Miguel to shine. As you can see, the tires are sticking there. Not quite much an advantage for the primary tire for Stefcho as it is for softer compound from Miguel. As you can see, the car is still stable, still listening to inputs from Miguel, which are quite a lot for the car, since the corners are very demanding. You go from the left to the right, and some very high speed ones. So I'm sure that the tire model is struggling quite a lot. But the race, oh, there's a slight oversteer moment from Miguel, I think. He still keeps it there. Commentator cares is just doing very well. I offed Austin Armstrong on the first lap. There is Christian Brian Hill. Let's show him for the first time during this stream. He's 6 times behind Caleb Hotling. He might see some battle soon enough. 3 times there. Oh, will he dive on the last corner? I am sure he will. He does that, goes down the inside. The car behind him just disappeared. Oh, Caleb went to the pit lane, okay. It's interesting one. And we go again with this group of drivers: Mikko Kontu, Miguel Soto, and Stefcho Stefanov. Why did I say Miguel Soto like he's a Finnish driver? It's Miguel Soto, not Miguel Soto, but he can be Finnish. Maybe his career gonna be finished if he will keep dropping in positions. Hopefully not. But you can see he's struggling as Mikko Kontu is trying to get as much as he can after the unfortunate start. He had nowhere to go. "12 laps to go, and we can see that those guys are not stopping for any second. They still want to fight, they still want to get any position they can, and this is still intense and electrifying racing. As we can see, Mikko Konto looking for every opportunity, braking quite earlier, maybe wishing that Miguel Soto might go over aggressive on Stefcho Stefanov and lose the position. And it looks like Miguel made a mistake, because Mikko Konto is right behind him. There will be, possibly, yeah, there is a gap. Miguel is just not defending at all. But still not a very good corner to make him overtake. You can see how scary close Mikko Konto can be under the braking. But not quite close as he probably wished for. And Shady Ahmed again in the pit lane? Why? Are the price not working? Maybe that's another weird strategy call there? That might be a risky gamble from him. Let's see if it pays out on the softer compound. But all depends on his pace. You can see the group of drivers from P6 to P3 in front of him. So this is probably the biggest gamble we're gonna see in this race. Shady Ahmed with a late stop there, putting all he can. For that dominant performance, hopefully. As Ryan Whitlock has 9 laps older tires. And from what we've seen, the tires are gonna last maybe 11 laps. So they should be lasting till the end of the race. I mean the softer compound. So maybe that's the strategy. Maybe Shady knows I have a pace, I can go. And he knows that Ryan will be struggling quite a lot. And yeah, Ryan is in the pit lane indeed. So the battle for the win is not sealed yet. This is a very interesting from those two. As we have a new leader of the race, Stefcho Stefanov, right now. He has a prime tires. He is probably not going for another stop there. 7 laps old tires. This is looking very interesting right now. I am sure Miguel Soto is not going to finish the race on the tire he is right now. 11 laps older compound. Is everything working good, Juan? Is it working smoothly? I hope so. Because what we are going to witness is probably going to be a very interesting finish to the race. Here is Joshua Brooks, or JD Brooks as he's known in the iRacing. He goes for a deep dive there on the Fangio corner, struggling with the acceleration. He just overshoot the corner and he lost the position again. But you can see him having one lap of an advantage in warming up the tires. Is what Olivier Lemaitre will be cursing now, since he not only has to warm up his tires, but he has to stay within the driver, who is probably slightly being an obstacle to just driving in clean air, as most of the guys are in the pit lane right now. Stefcho Stefanov is indeed in the pit lane, so he is not staying on the primes. Is George Badea going to be a last driver on the primes? No, Carter is as well. So I don't think any of those drivers will go on the primes, as right now Shady Ahmed, who knew that all the other guys had to pit, is battling again for P1. Mikko Konto knows that this is a very elusive P1. He will probably go to pit soon, but at least he might be like, oh, I'm leading the race for at least one moment, because I had nothing where to go on the opening lap, and maybe if I didn't crash, maybe I could be fighting for much higher positions. And he's staying out. There's nothing stopping Shady Ahmed. Oh, Mikko is sliding there, but still defending as much as he can, which might goes on the Ryan's favor. 3 seconds behind him, and he goes past through Mikko, but I enjoy it. It was clean battle, very respectful. Just note that down for the future awards. We might see maybe new name in the cleanest driver of the year. Mikko Konto so far drives respectfully. There is Ryan Whitlock in the meantime, 4.4 seconds behind Shady, 1 lap fresher tire. Will he go past Mikko without any problems, or will he suffer as much as Shady did? It's still 3 seconds. It's not so easy. And what is interesting is Mikko Konto it's just like he's not stopping. He's like, I will fight. You can hear the car is sliding, but he's still behind him. I don't know about the push to pass usage. I didn't see it being deployed, like maybe it was, but I didn't pay any attention. Oh, he is using it now. So if Mikko Konto can just keep it around the podium on the tires he's currently at, it's still like 6 laps to go, but he looks like he has a pace. This is it, like with iRacing tires, from what I heard, because I'm not an expert in exactly racing those cars. Like, they can feel fine and then just completely drop off cliff. So if he is able to just drive as he is, maybe he's going to get a podium there. Josh Brooks P5 currently, which is also interesting result, good to mention. Colin Kinzer, 17 positions gained. Wow. Just wow. Finnish driver Mikko Kontu in the meantime not stopping his battle against Shady Ahmed. Oh, Shady? Okay, Mikko is going to the pit lane. Yeah, there's no way those tires can just stay alive. So he will probably be looking around P7, P8 maybe. Okay, let me focus on the battle for the possible win. 5 laps to go. 2 drivers within the grasp. And Ryan Whitlock is doing it. He is finding slight time here and there. It's not enough still. It's like 1/10 there, 1/10 here. And you can see a lockup from Shady Ahmed. So, yeah, it is time gained for Ryan, but wherever Ryan is just gaining time, Shady Ahmed is responding. But it's 1.4 seconds there. You can see that Shady is probably feeling attention and the pressure from Ryan. It is not as dominant as Charles used to just accommodate us with, but Shady Ahmed so far is just driving a very solid race. I wouldn't say perfect, because you can see few lockups and few hiccups here and there, just allowing Ryan to get really close. It's less than a second. We might see a deployment of a push to pass if he has any, and this is what we've been waiting for. 4 laps till the end. Both drivers just don't want to mess up the hairpin corner because it's very tricky, but it's less than a second soon, I am sure, because Shady is dropping in pace slightly and Ryan is very stable there. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I've been waiting for that, and yes, here we are, 9/10, 8/10 there. Let me drink a little bit of water, and when I say that Mikko Kontu is looking for a very good opportunity on Stefan Stefanov, but not quite yet, and not quite in this part of the track. The second and the third sectors are not the most favorable for the overtakes, but pardon me, Ryan Whitlock 1/10 of a second behind Shady Ahmed with a good acceleration through the Sunset Bend, and there we go. Last 3 laps, half a second possibly. Okay, Shady responding with everything he can and still defending from Ryan, not on his position but like with his pure pace. And thank you CRG Flags for observing. It's good to see you. As we are near the finish of a lap 27 out of 30, and we still don't know if the order of those two will be as it is. As you can see, Ryan Whitlock getting closer, throwing the car with every corner he can, but he lost 2 times there. Maybe through the sunset bend he will see an opportunity to respond with a perfectly executed acceleration. He goes with a tighter line. You can see Shady is struggling there, and he's within the slipstream, 3 tenths away as we go to the first corner. Oh, Ryan is marking the... Maybe I will make a move, but that would be dumb for diving there. It's not the strongest part of the track for Ryan, I think. 6 tenths again between those two. Sorry that I keep focused there and not on those guys battling there, but I think the battle for the win is much more impressive, as Ryan is, as you can see, already on the back of Shady. This is absolutely intense moment as those two are just smashing those machines, just putting all they can through every corner on those miserably degrading tires. But you can always look at the tire life and think, oh, Ryan is having the 1 lap of advantage over Shady. Will it come into a play? I don't know, but the racing between those two is unforgiving and unrelenting. So you can see Ryan going for the... Maybe not for a dive right now, but he is very close to Shady. Oh, Shady is just jumping on that bump. Maybe it costed him slide of time, and we are right now less than a tenth here. We go through the first corner. Ryan Whitlock almost touching the rear wheel of Shady, but as we go side by side through the third and fourth corner, and Ryan Whitlock keeping the car in front of Shady Ahmed. He is staying victorious through that battle, but we still have 1 lap to go. As, like, I would say 1.5 lap to go, as we are still on the 29th lap there. Oh! Shady Ahmed struggling with the pressure behind Ryan Whitlock and losing 8 tenths there. Ryan Whitlock excellently just doing all he can. Oh, this is just sad for Shady. He's, I think, frustrated, and he just want to put that car through that corners, but you can see the tires are just not listening to him, and he lost 1.5 seconds. Ryan Whitlock just waiting, just putting Niki Lauda basically, like staying all the race behind him, just there, and then just excellently executing what he can on the last lap, or like penultimate lap. But yeah, it is what it is. And possibly that was the move that sealed the race, because I don't think Shady can respond with 1.5 seconds faster lap and making a clean overtake here, as we know that overtaking the Sebring is not as easy, as Mikko Konto is battling for P4 currently in this moment. 2 tenths away, both cars are sliding, but Mikko Konto is pushing quite literally, as he is using push to pass, going down the inside very close to a wall, and that's done. Or not. Josh Brooks just knew, if I gonna stay side by side with him, I can force him to make a gap and make a move, and this is exactly what happened. In the meantime, Shady Ahmed just... he's crazy, he's just pushing that car through every corner as he can. He found 4 tenths there, but then he lost it again. He's like desperate to get that position, but in like a not negative sense of it. He's just, he knew this is the moment, I need to give it all. But this is not enough. And let's keep an eye on the battle for P4. But this is it. Ryan Whitlock is the winner of the race. Ladies and gentlemen, Shady Ahmed P2. Behind him, Colin Kinzer P3. And let's move to Josh Brooks and Mikko Kontu, as Josh Brooks is 4 tenths away. Is he going to do something crazy there? Possibly not, but Mikko Kontu is looking like he's dropping slightly, but no, Mikko Kontu keeps that sweet P4. Josh Brooks P5, Stefcho Stefanov P6. A good race, very good one. Impressive, impressive. I'm just excited. That's it. Nemanja Popovic P9, Christian Brian Hill P10. Behind them is Shane Rose P11, sadly missing the points by 2 seconds. Carter Kraus P12, Caleb Hotling P13. Let me see who gained the most. Colin Kinzer 18 positions. Podium finish. Fastest lap of the race. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. More races like that. I'm just happy to see the strong race. 20 drivers competing in the race. Very strong grid. The F1 size. The battle till the last lap. Thank you. This is Proton Racing Series. This is amazing. And let me see what the next race is gonna be, because I have to go. But congratulations for the winner, for top 3. I would say for top 10. All the drivers just fought for their positions. Mikko Kontu P4 while being on the back of the grid and finishing on the prime tire. Wow. Wow, that was a banger. Probably the best race for a while. Maybe the best race there. So, yes. Yes, more races like that. You can hear the excitement. And we are hitting for more excitement next week at Silverstone. 2008 Legacy layout. And hopefully we're gonna see another blast of the race through the twisty, fast corners, through the maggots, Beckett's, Cops. Hopefully another blast of a race next week. The same time. We are Proton Racing Series. My name is Mikołaj Jaskulski, and it was a pleasure commentating for you. Probably the most intense commentary I had for a while. So thank you again. And see you next week. Have fun. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye.